Welcome back, viewers. Today we will be testing the Kuskus Starlight indicator. But before we do, if you have not watched our first video and the videos after that, you need to go do that now. At the Academy of Forex, we are building the best trading system possible as a team. And as a team, we will all profit from it when we are done. You can find a link to the first video down below. You can also find a link to sign up for TradingView down below. If you use the link below, you will save a little bit of money. You can also find a link below to join us on Discord. Discord is a free group communication platform. On our Discord server, we are having great conversations about all things regarding trading. One of the biggest struggles on this channel is people who use other platforms like MT4 being able to follow along. Sometimes it can be hard to find the indicators we are using on other platforms. And so on our Discord server, I have created a channel for indicator creation. And on that channel, I pinned links to freelancers who can code indicators for MT or for TradingView. So if you don't want to create a TradingView account, you can hire a freelancer for a really small fee and have them code an indicator for the MT platform. Or if you are on TradingView and need an indicator created, something unique or an indicator for a system you have developed, you can also have them code PineScript. So use the link for either MT4 coding or use the link for PineScript. Lastly, I get a lot of people that are asking me for the entire list of all the winning indicators that we have tested to date. And whereas I am not a big proponent of gatekeeping information, I've put a lot of time and effort into creating the content on my YouTube channel. And so I don't think it is too much to ask for the viewers to go through and view the content that I've spent a lot of time creating. Now, if you are not interested in supporting our channel by going back and watching the content that I have created, then I have developed a solution for you. I've created a Patreon account. I will put a link to it down below in the description. If you sign up for Patreon and you sign up for the $9 a month account, I will send you the full list of tested and winning indicators to date. I will also send you an updated list of the indicators that we are testing at the end of each week. Now, of course, you have to stay subscribed to the $9 monthly subscription, to continue to receive the updated list of indicators. But that way it will provide me with the support that I need to continue to provide the free content that I am putting out for everybody to view. Now, if you just love the channel in general and want to support us, then there is also a lower, I think $3 Patreon subscription that you can sign up for that will also help support the channel and keep things going, so that way I can continue to produce the content and the open information that we are creating here in this channel and in our Discord server. Again, if you have not signed up for our Discord, then you need to do that as well. It is a absolutely free platform where we have real-time ability to chat and have conversations about trading. And again, if you want to support the channel with Patreon, then you can find the link down below in the description. All right, as I said, today we will be testing the Kuskus Starlight indicator. But before we do, I wanted to put the indicator scoreboard up for everyone to see. So, to date, we have tested 177 indicators. And out of those 177 indicators, 71 of them have been winners, which means that they have met or exceeded the 60% win-loss ratio threshold that we have set for them. The best ones so far were able to achieve a 100% win rate. Now you need to go back and watch those videos to understand the context of how they were able to achieve that. But as we are working on building the best trading system possible, you could take any one of those 71 indicators and get out there and start potentially profitably trading the markets with them now. So go back and watch those videos, make a list of those indicators, and get out there and see what you can do with them. But stick with us here as we work on maximizing your trading profits. All right, so before we get into today's indicator, let's take a quick look at how you can open a Forex demo account. So one of the great features of TradingView is the ability to have a paper trading account. You can see it down here on the bottom of the screen here, the tab for paper trading. And you can see here that if I click into it, that it has all kind of features that you can use to have a demo account. This is really good because you can use this obviously to tweak and test and play with different strategies that you may be developing to be able to forward test them and get an idea of whether or not they can actually maintain a profitable win rate. Now, something very interesting happens when you go from back testing a strategy to forward testing a strategy. I don't know exactly what it is. I don't know if it is the psychology behind it. I don't know if it is the small nuances of a candle's price action. I'm not really sure. I haven't quite pinpointed it yet. But something interesting in that sometimes you will find a winning strategy when you are back testing. But then when you start forward testing, or when you, God forbid, just go straight live with it without forward testing at all, sometimes you'll find that all of a sudden the strategy is no longer profitable. It doesn't work the way it worked in back testing. Now again, I'm not 100% sure what causes this. It's just this weird, just this weird, enigma type thing that happens. I wish I could say, I wish I could pinpoint exactly what it is that causes that to happen, because, obviously then it would make it easier to give people advice on what to look out for when back testing, to maybe get signs that once you move on to forward testing, that the strategy will no longer work. But again, I've yet to exactly figure out what causes it. I think it might be a combination of a few things, one of which is kind of a glaring problem that always, that always stares at us when we're doing the back testing process. And that is the fact that when we are doing back testing, the bars as they are painting. So we do back testing on daily. of course, the strategy that we're working on is kind of, geared for a daily strategy. And so as each daily bar is taking place, there is a lot of movement, a lot of price action movement within that bar, where price action goes up, it comes down, it, spikes to the highest point of the bar. Sometimes it will retrace almost completely back to the bottom. Sometimes it will go all the way back to the bottom and even lower before it retraces back in a specific direction, or vice versa. Price action really whips all over the place when you actually dig down and look at what price action did throughout an entire day. And for some odd reason, I think this is what causes the discrepancy in forward testing versus back testing. I think it, it really just does strange things when you go into forward testing. Then again, you have, like I said, the psychology behind it, and I think it's a combination of quite a few things. And so that is definitely something you need to keep in mind when developing a strategy. And that is one reason why it is very imperative that you go into a demo account first, test your strategy, and then get an idea of whether or not it's going to maintain its profitability, and then move into a live account once you are sure that it can be profitable. And so again, TradingView has a great paper trading account built into it. And I do believe that you have to have a paid version. I'm not sure what level it is that you have to have paid off the top of my head. I apologize. I wish I knew a little bit more. If I'd have thought about it, I would have looked it up. But it, has it in, when you're looking at the different tiers of TradingView's paid accounts. But even at that, I mean, again, I think the accounts that I use is like $30-$40 a month, and I have access to paper trading. So that should give you an idea of about how much it costs you for the paid account to have paper trading. And it is pretty much like trading the real deal. I mean, again, I pulled it up here. I actually have one trade happening at the moment. Right there is what it's showing. It's not doing too good right now, just kind of playing around with a few different strategies, testing a few different things. But basically, you can go in here, you can go to settings, you can set your commission rate. So you can go in here, you can set commissions, you can, you know, reset the account. So reset the paper account here. You can, at that point, you can change the balance, and so you can make the balance whatever you want. And so if you know that you're only going to have X amount of money to start with, then you can start with that. And you can just go in and change, multiple settings within there. Again, you have, your history of trades, you have your trading journal, positions. It just gives you a ton of different things. And if we go in here, let's see if it'll let me do it. I'm not sure if it will. Yeah, it will. And so this is what it looks like when you bring up an order screen right here. So, you can put in your quantity, whatever it may be, 10,000, units. It tells you how much it costs down here at the bottom in total, your total trade value, pip value. You can set take profits. You can set stop losses. You can do limit orders. You can do stop orders. Do it all on sell as well, and so on and so on and so on. It really is like, I don't know if I can, let's see. Let's see if I can actually place a trade here. Market, let's set that, let's set that. Let's see if it works. I'm not sure if it's going to show it because I'm not, I'm in the replay function at the moment. So let's cancel out of that. There we go. So that's what it looks like right there. That's the order that I just placed. You can see that it has my take profit here. You can move this around. You can adjust it. It has my stop loss here. You can move that around and adjust it. Tells you how much, so on. You know, it really is like, you know, trading the real deal. And it has tons and tons of flexibility. I just canceled out of it there, closed out of the trade. But that's basically it. If you're looking at opening a demo account, this is by far the best platform to do it. It has everything built in, all in one. You don't have to leave to do your charting. You don't have to leave to do your indicators. You don't have to leave to, you know, set your orders and so on. Everything is all built in one package deal altogether. So if you're interested in opening a demo account, again, I highly recommend you sign up with TradingView. There's a link down below in the description. I think it'll save you a little bit of money. I forget how exactly the referral thing works. Saves me a little bit of money, I think, off my subscription, and I think it saves you a little bit of money as well. But nonetheless, there's a link down below. Click it, sign up, get you a paid account, and you can start demo trading right away. All right, so we're back into today's indicator. Sorry, that took a little bit longer than I expected. I was just going to do a quick overview of paper trading, but you know, I think it's a really great feature, and so I can ramble on forever about it. Today's indicator is the Kuskus Starlight. I think I'm saying that correctly. Not sure if I'm not saying that correctly. The Kuskus Starlight indicator. This is one that a few of the viewers out there, you have recommended that I give this one a shot and see what we can get out of it. It's a zero line indicator, so you can see here we're basically oscillating histogram above and below the zero line. And it's pretty simple. When it goes green, that's a long. When it goes red, that's a short. That's how we will be testing it today. So let's get on with it here and see what we can get out of this indicator. See, it's moving along here, doing pretty good so far, keeping us out of the choppiness. It's not calling signals too early. Still riding it out. That would have been a really good trade. Starting to lose momentum there. Still riding it out. Still going up. That's good. That's, you know, these are all small nuances that we need to watch out for when, you know, we are testing an indicator. I mean, is it throwing us, you know, these signals right in here telling us to go short? You know, it's possible we would have gotten a few shorts out of these, but we definitely wouldn't have rode any long-term trend. So far, we would have rode this out for quite a while. A pretty good long-term trend right there. There's a short right there. Right here on this one. That one definitely got us to take profit. Looks like we would have hit take profit, then came back for a stop out at break even right there, but it was profitable nonetheless. Let's check this one out. Looks like right here on this one. Afraid we would have gotten stopped out right there. Yes, unfortunately we would have gotten stopped out on that one. Let's see, then we pull in. Whoa. Quite a mighty bar that took off there on us. Let's measure this out. barely missed it. I'm going to call this one a no-go because I'm not sure what happened during this bar right here. I'm not sure if this thing spiked up, came down, then, bottomed out here before, taking off again. I'm not really sure. Like I said in one of my last videos, if there's ever a question, say on this particular bar right here, it hit both the take profit and the stop loss in the same bar, then we always count it as a losing trade. We don't want to set ourselves up for failure. We don't want to be naive and say, oh yeah, this was definitely a winner, and then dilute the win-loss ratio, and then find out later on down the line, after we've put tons and tons of work into using an indicator and developing it, that it actually is not as profitable as we thought it was able to be. So in this case, we're going to call that as a losing trade. Let's see, then spikes up over here. Let's see if that can get us. I'm afraid that that one also stopped us out. It did, unfortunately. Also stopped us out. Moving along here. Better than midway through the year. Keep plugging along. There we pick up a short. Right about there. That looks like it got us to take profit. Yep. It did. So that one worked out for us. And we pick up a long over here. That one got us to take profit. And it's still moving along. Pick up a short over here. That one got us to take profit. Close to the end of the year. Let's see, we pick up one more long right there. That one also got us to take profit. All right. There we have it for the Kuskus Starlight indicator. Let's add them up and see what we get out of them. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So it barely squeezed out a winning win rate percentage. It was super close, but it got us there. My take on it is I feel like it's a little slow at getting us into trades. That can be a good thing, that can be a bad thing. I think also it doesn't really give us enough signals in 1 year's time. I mean, is it horrible? No, it's not horrible. I mean, 8 signals in 1 year, you figure if, it's unlikely, but let's say you did 8 across all the different pairs, that adds up. That's a lot of trades within 1 year. And, being profitable is being profitable at the end of the year, regardless. But, we need something that gives us, a few more trades, a few more signals, and we need something that reacts a little bit quicker. Now, you walk this thin line where you have an indicator that's slow to react, and that, on one hand, gives you a layer of confirmation, an extra layer of confirmation. that this trade's actually moving in the correct direction before it gives you the signal. But on the other hand, you lose quite a bit of profit from each trade you take. And that's, that is where it does get to be a little more problematic. Because ultimately, if we are working on building the most profitable system possible, then we need something that has a pretty quick reaction time and can also be, efficient at the same time. This, tends to give signals, like I said, pretty late in the move. I mean, over here we look at a few signals that it gave us. This one right here. If you consider this entire move right here to be, one whole move, I would realistically consider this to be one move, then this, then this move. But let's say you did consider that. I mean, we were almost halfway through the move before it finally alerted us to take the trade. Now here is a similar instance right here to this one without having this extra leg. You see here that it barely got us into a winning trade right here, and the entire move was almost completed by the time it finally called the signal. And then over here you see that we had already moved 218 pips, 220 pips into a, now of course if you called it right at the top, into a 760 pip move. So we were, well into the move by the time it finally gave us a signal. And kind of same thing over here. We were pretty well into this move, 250 pips, and we were at about the 720, so almost identical to this one over here, just a mirror image, really. And so, it worked, but it was a little slow. Can it be profitable? Yeah, it absolutely could. If you, are kind of a beginner, just, kind of getting your feet wet and wanting to trade, something that is a little bit less risky, not quite as many trades, a little bit more, set in stone that it could probably, get you some really solid trades, then this one might work for you. Of course, we're going to put it on the yes list because it met the criteria. But, my initial analysis is that, it needs to be quicker. We have to have quicker indicators, especially when it comes to an entry. An entry indicator that reacts really quick, and then confirmations that can kind of back up the quickness of that move. So, like I said, we'll put it on the yes list. Of course, like I said, it met the criteria, so it will definitely go on the list. And yeah, we'll deal with it later on down the road as we start to tweak things. And so, all right, that's it for now. We'll move on to the next indicator from here.
If you have not already, like this video, comment below, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the bell notification so that way you are notified anytime I post a new video. As part of the team, it's important that you are seeing the new videos as they come out so you know what it is that we are discussing and what indicators we are testing, have tested, and have not tested. Also, like usual, there is a link below in the description to the Discord server. You can join us on Discord so that way we can further discuss the indicators and have discussions as we move forward building our trading system. And lastly, like usual, there is a link below to TradingView. If you like what you see whenever I use TradingView, and you are interested in signing up for TradingView, if you use the link below and sign up for a paid account, you will save a little bit of money. So, alright everybody, I will see you on the next video.